To our first game of the week. We are running Tier 3. We have WeTheOpps versus Zanshin Tactics, and tonight you have Jibba and Brow Daddy.
Hey, happy holidays, everyone. Hope it was good and everybody stayed safe and we had a nice, safe time. I'm ready to get back into things, though. A good rotation. Starting off on Nepal, then moving over to King's Row. I would say probably top 2, might even be number 1 map in this game. Moving on to Hanamura's TCP Rialto, and our tiebreaker being Wei Jiang Tower.
I will be very shocked if this is not everybody's favorite week rotation. I know Tier 2 instead of Rialto will be playing Junkertown, so it's still a pretty decent replacement, but I think this was the most hyped up rotation that I noticed that we had. I mean, anytime King's Row is in, that's always going to be the best rotation.
I would agree. Even the tiebreaker, Wei Jiang is probably my favorite Koth map too.
Even if I hate King's Row.
And Nepal's no sleeper either. These are good maps. Good, fun maps.
I'm a really big fan of Nepal, and honestly, I'm a huge fan of Hanamura because I know I prefer Volskaya, but I know Hanamura has that really tight choke. But once you get through that choke, it really becomes a more open map for everybody.
Draw Hanamura, draw Skaya, draw Nubis. It's gonna be tough.
I mean, we can't have Horizon or Paris, but looks like
which is fine.
Yep. Looks like on the side of ZT, we're going to be getting a Sigma Rhine, a Doomfist Farah, and a Baptiste Mercy to run out with.
Yeah, with no hit scan counter, not really any strong counter to the pharmacy, WeTheOpps are going to have to find a way to neutralize it. Dima already with a quick pick on Skillmatic, and Truth with a pick on Magic. 2 down for WeTheOpps already as Tactics, looking to take control of this point. Field coming out already. Super Rich with a pick on Dima though. Disco is super low. Deco would still have to do a good job keeping them up as well. But a lot, too many on point here for ZT.
Daddy making a lot of space there for ZT. Really nice pin from DisQ, but it was right back into Killerbot's field there, so kept him protected.
Also line already for both sides. Shatter's up already. And IQ Simple winning the Doomfist battle and a long drawn out fight, but now it looks like WeTheOpps are going to take this. Demo will get a last word in before WeTheOpps taking point first.
Definitely thought ZT had the advantage there in the beginning. They were pushing very aggressively and making a lot of space. Looks like maybe their focus fire got a little haphazard there at the end, and that's just kind of what WeTheOpps needed so that they could regroup and keep this point to themselves.
100% agree. And the Magic Man with the quick switch off of the junk to the Soldier, so a little bit more contesting on KDB and Zoms. Killer falling already, got too low. KDB up with the Farah. Super Ninja gonna get low too, out of position. It's even-ish, but the barrage coming out with the res. Able to find Disco. Picks coming in favor of Zanshin Tactics. Gonna be just Deca and Skill as IQ Simple. Meteor striking out, coming back on the point, get the nice field out clutch from Killerbot, but still picks coming in favor of Zanshin Tactics now. Just trying to find Skillmatic escaping away, stalling point too. Doing a good job of it though. Gonna get to Lee's 52% on the cap time.
Yeah. What I like to see there from ZT is they definitely had a strong focus in on the healers. I unfortunately did the cast a curse thing and I focused in both first on Deca. Deca went down, unfortunately. Then on Skill, and Skill went down, unfortunately. So.
Hate to see it. Window coming out, Flux coming out. Gets 2 supports down on the side of WeTheOpps. Some trades coming out though, but still, Jansen Tactics going to take this one. Nice rock there from Moving Truth. Simple's going to fall there too. So nice. A few ults on the side, Shatter Window and Flux coming out.
But
ults online at all though.
I was gonna say on the side of WeTheOpps, that's looking a little dangerous with what they have coming in.
I'm gonna want to start with the Shatter, so when the Shatter ends, Zoms though with a quick pick, able to get Magic Man on the flank, and Daddy needs you with a pick on Deca. 2 down, the Koa coming up from Skill, trying to succeed as long as possible. Super Ninja gonna try to fight off point, 2v1 the Pharmacy, as Team will find Simple on point. Zoms doing too much work with KDB, the constant pocket, doing a good job together. And just like that, they've already built up a bunch of ults, able to contest for maybe this last long drawn out fight as Super Ninja going to switch off the Zarya to the Diva. Not even going to get to use the grab.
Really smart switch though from WeTheOpps to kind of forego that grab, knowing it might not get them too much utilization here. They need a little more sustain to get onto point and pressure on the Pharah.
Coming in off the left side of point here. Just trying to stall it out. Shatter online from both sides with the barrage coming out from Zeka Goody. WeTheOpps trying to sustain, but a big shatter gets 4, and the Deadeye combo with the barrage too much to handle for the side of WeTheOpps. Zanshin Tactics going to take his first point.
That was an incredible use of comboing there at the end from Tactics, I will say. You know, to try and bait Disq into that fight. And then once he's in, make sure his shield is down. Safely hammer from behind the Sig shield, which allowed Demo to get that high kill, high noon off. And then Zom's just finished up in the back.
Yeah, I can't help but agree. I think the usage of ult instead of WeTheOpps is going to be a little cleaner. I like the switch, but I mean, coming up in that last fight, I know you don't want to hold on for grab for too long, but you had stuff like Meteor Strike coming online, so the Space Jam combo would have been pretty good if Killer was able to fade out the Mortality Field from Killer. He's going to stick on the BAP. We're going to get the same comp here on the side from Zanshin Tactics, a little bit of the switch up though with the Sig Hog, the Sombra, and the BAP coming out of the side from WeTheOpps. A little more mobile. I actually really like Sig Hog here on this point on the ball. Especially with the big pit. Just like that, they're going to get pulled in on the point. Still a lot of damage coming out on the side. They can all just rush. They can all just rush here. Stall this out. Capped already on the side of Zanshin Tactics. Zoms finds Magic Man. So much coming out. So much damage. Zoms is free here. Gets picked off from skill. KDB going for the rest. Gets hooked though! Just like that, that could be the swing that WeTheOpps needed. They're going to still fight super close to point. No shield though, no absorb after this, so they should be clean here to go and just push. Super Ninja getting a lot of damage taken here. Father needs the shatter, but 2 are already down before he falls. So much sustain on the side here. The double main support on the side of Zanshin Tactics doing so much work here. As Demo is just, I haven't seen Demo take any damage. Zombs has the barrage coming online too. With Flux coming up really soon too, through the truth. Barrage coming out just to clean up on Super Ninja, not able to get anybody. The Deadeye coming out from Demo, not finding anybody either. Sending it hacked though, just off point. But Demo still finds the pick on Magic Man. So a few ults down, but still 50%. We're halfway done with this map. Demo picking up 3 here, finishing it off. This fight in particular, it looks like a little bit of a stagger though on the side of WeTheOpps schematics falling. You gotta see a hard retest here and a hard reset first.
I like the idea of playing the Sombra from the side of WeTheOpps, but I really, as chat pointed out, do think that they need a double hit scan. One, to deal with this Pharah Mercy pocket, but also to just contest Demo a little bit. There's too much distance in regards to the hit scans and what's going on.
Flux coming out. Able to get a couple of the Immortality Field out. Soul Shatter on Ninja, and Daddy is going to get hacked out here. Still, the field up with this counter Flux for Ninja still. Gets a few, and the EMP is big. Could be the fights that the ults there needed. Gets 2 already, 4 down. Making quick work into the last possible second here. Might be able to hold to 99% here. But still, just a few big ults used there on the side of WeTheOpps. They take point for the first time.
I think one thing that, I know we just saw IQ Simple get that follow-up kill. One thing that I would like to see WeTheOpps is more aggression. Right now they're just playing on point, and I understand why they're playing on point and playing protectively. But if you hold that choke, you give yourself more time to defend this point, and I would have preferred to see them push up here.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like Zanshin Tactics coming from the top all the way left side. They are going to have to get the else to do it, though. Simple going up and around looking for a big flank. Sees Zoms all alone, no mercy in sight. Gets picked, but Demo gets 2. They're evened up here. Down at DPS and support on each side, but Truth. Able to get a couple. Daddy with the finish on a couple. Nike Simple going to go Visor, but it's going to be not enough. Super Ninja, though, may be able to contest for a little bit longer. To go back up, and Super Ninja actually catches the shatter. The absorb down too. Super Ninja might be able to clutch this out for his team.
Especially now that they have Deca Goody back here.
Yeah, that's huge. A huge clutch. But Zoms with the boop off Deca. It's going to come down to just skill. Switch on the ball from Disco to try to help contest. The field comes out. Flux comes out. It's good though, but Demo doing so much damage, like you said, uncontested. Not enough to do here. They're going to get hooked, and Super Ninja's still in this left room. Trying to contest as long as possible, but the Mirage going to come out from Zombs. Not able to find anybody, but Super Ninja's still hitting the entire time, trying to do as much work as possible. Magic Man does get the touch on Sombra here. It's going to come down to Sombra, and Magic Man with Deck and Goody falls as well. Just getting on. Simple's going to get booped off point with the pin. It's going to come to Disco, see if he can get the touch. Able to do it. The field and the Deadeye, though. Disco's still able to get two, a little bit of a consolation, but still not enough, as Zanshin is going to take this first map here. A 1-0 lead over WeTheOpps after map 1.
Interesting rotations here from both teams. Interesting sort of fights. I definitely think on the side of WeTheOpps, what we need to do is swaps a little bit quicker. This was a great EMP, and I applaud them for it. I would have liked to see them swap off of the Sombra after to something that could have been a little more shield breaky for the team. I think that might have been something they were missing. A Reaper could have been super helpful for them to, you know, help take down Daddy, help take down Living Truth, or even just kind of sneak up on either of the healers or Demo there. And it would have given room for the Soldier to kind of focus on the far instead.
Yeah. And I think it's not just that, but I think them doing a good job of enabling Zombs, especially with the positions they were taking, to make sure Zombs can do as much damage as possible with the Pharah, and KTB doing such a good job as well. And Killer, I mean, KT was with Zombs the entire time, and Killer just doing a really good job with the cooldown management, especially with the fields, keeping people alive on the ground.
Yep.
It's so much healing coming out.
I definitely completely agree with that. So now I'm just going to see if we got some swaps, some changes here from either team, unless they're ahead of me on it. And it looks like ZT is going to be running the same lineup.
On the best map in the game. This is a very pog map, I must say.
They must be very excited to get to be the first two teams to play this rotation and play this map.
I can't wait. I honestly cannot wait.
But the question is, do we get a bunker? Do we get a double shield? Do we get a Ryan Zarya? Do we get a dive on defense?
I think
and that's
running
the best
anything
thing.
but Ryan Zarya is dishonest here.
But that's also the best thing about Kings Row is you can run a lot of different tricky things. And if your team has practiced it and made it work, you can coordinate that well enough.
Yeah, I agree. I have seen some insanely bizarre and interesting things here. Like, I've seen pretty much everything work. Like I said, you've seen the double shield, you've seen the brawl Ryan Zarya, you've seen the dive. I mean, you can run a comical amount of stuff here, and this is why I think it's the best map in the game. I mean, you think of like Blood Gulch Halo, you think of Shipment from Call of Duty, and like when you think of a game, you think of a certain map. When I think of Overwatch, I think of Kings Row. Like, this is the map, and the fact that you can do so much on it, like, just it's a testament to it, honestly.
I agree, and I do think that's why everybody thinks it's like one of the best maps, one of the most balanced maps. What I will say,
Sebastian,
as a testament to Kings Row, that I do think it's actually fairly balanced, is there's always, even from point one, yes, there is that strong choke, but there's multiple, once you just break through that, there's multiple directions for you to go. There's left hotel, left of statue, right of statue. There's obviously up top, there's once you get through that point, you have so many directions that it is truly one of the most balanced maps, but also one of the hardest maps to truly track your opponents on. So if you can do a very good job of like tracking, hey, I haven't seen this Tracer in a while. This Pharah obviously has ult, and we know they have ult. Where are they? They're not up the main. Like, you have to have a really good game sense in order to excel on this map. So be interested to see what these teams do.
AJ calling it out, but like the Sim Bastion offensive, you can run on defense too, of like TPing the Bastion onto the statue with the mini is on that first point.
Haven't
is
seen
like
that in
insane.
ages.
It's so good. When we played the staff game on Sunday, one of the teams decided to pull out like my favorite play in the history of Overwatch League that Gladiators did, stage one, or like playoffs, like the entire season playoffs. They ran 4 tanks out of spawn and a support, and they waited and they waited and they waited and made a huge rotation on the high ground. So the team on defense had to just sit there on the ground, and they had a Widow come out and get like 4 picks. It's the best. Like that type of creativity, nuts. This is why this map rules.
It's definitely something that always creates interesting comps, to say the least. And it's either, from what I've seen in my experience of this map, it's either usually a full hold first point, or it is an absolute you push it and push it and push it, and both teams push it to third point, and then you get overtime, so then you get more King's Row.
And even like, even out of like all of the hybrid maps, I think this is the most difficult second point to hold too, because like you said, like there's so many places people can be, and there's so many things that people can do here. It enables so much. It enables like good flanks for DPS, even like tanks. Like you have a Hog or a Sigma here at the off angle, and it does so much poke, it does so much pressure, it keeps you on your toes. Like, it's the best. I don't like compared to a map like Numbani, where it seems like every second point on Numbani is an absolute steamroll offensively. Like it can be tough. Like when even that first choke right by first point, or even the second point right before you enter into third point. Like it's hard.
We're just doing some swaps here.
Heffy gets it. Heffy knows what I mean.
I just need to triple check these new people in and make sure that they are on somebody's roster.
They should be. I don't know though.
I mean, I don't know. We like people that just join in randomly sometimes. Fenzi's on a roster, so we're good with that. Just get people swapped correctly to roles.
If this Nomia is on a roster, they have to open up their profile.
They are not, so they're getting removed from the game.
Later. Thanks for joining Dysnomia 13.
We appreciate you.
Please, shouts out.
So once we get readies from the teams, we are going to go.
Thank you, Hungo.
We have readies, so we are going. On to the next.
Now entering King's Row. Initiating match.
I want Ryan Zarya. That's all I want. This is an honest map, and those are the most honest heroes.
Oh man, we have Hungo doing Nightbot stuff. Appreciate. Is that what you were saying? Thank you to Hungo for. I appreciate you, Hungo.
Shouts out, Hungo.
Shout out to the mods on Twitch for when you do Nightbot stuff. I appreciate you at all times.
Yes, more people are coming in. Hey y'all, let's go. Welcome. Ryan Sig. Yeah, I mean. Oh,
we had
please.
We had a 3-1 WeTheOpps prediction from Mr. Gaming Kirby.
Right now, it's looking like it's on the way. I hate to Caster's Curse, but it's 1-0 ZT at the moment. But looks like the full command of the double shield here on the defensive side. Tactics going with Truth and Father sticking with the Zig Rhine as they were doing. Zom's going to switch off from the far to another objective heal the Junk. Demo going from the McCree to the Ashe, and Bat Mercy's still the play here. I mean, the Ashe with the pocket is so dangerous, and I don't doubt the chemistry Katie has with her DPS. So I'm still trying to get a pick here with the Widow before maybe switching or staying on. Demo and Katie are going to have to retreat just behind point because of it's a Dark Psalm doing a good job right out of top window spawn. They're going to TP on the statue. Let's go! Very pod. We're going in. WeTheOpps already on point, but Wise gets rocked though. Gonna have to get a little more help. Dad's getting low though. Mortality Field on the side. Both down, but a big pin from Buttweiser gets down. He's low. Demo gonna get picked out. The pick from Som finally coming into play. So much pressure. Gets another one. Make it 2. Is free, but Som's with the backline pick here. Might be able to get another one, but still 3 down on the side of Zanshin Tactics. And just like that, WeTheOpps with the Sim TP strat onto Statue. Big plays. Just under a minute. We'll cap first point.
Surprisingly, because it wasn't necessarily a super strong damage break on that due to having the Widow in the Sim. So they definitely depended on the Sim and the tanks to make a lot of space, and they did just that. Really good. I was definitely watching. Magic Man was definitely backing up both to the Rhine Shield and the Sigma Shield. You know, playing safely, building up that beam. Beam goes burr. All those things that you need to do as a Sim.
With the switch from Som off of Widow to McCree, I mean, they have so... It's almost like a... if they run into... if they run into Zanshin Tactics, like, they could be set up good here for this. Nice block, though, from Super Ninja. The 6 shield coming out, and the tire coming out. The Shatter gets 3! And the fluxing for Super Ninja as well to try to counter up and follow up. And 2 down here on the side. Zoms is behind, though, trying to 1v1 Skillmatic, and it fades away. The Sim Wall coming out perfectly for Magic Man to keep Skillmatic alive as well.
I have to compliment
Nice
the WeTheOpps healers. They're doing a really good job. Zoms is doing an amazing job of getting into these backlines here, but they're doing a great job of immediately turning and focusing and both putting on pressure while still keeping their tanks up here.
Yeah, absolutely. Ooh, nice fire strike coming out, and Bobby coming in on the point. A lot of damage coming out for this recontest here. The Flux from Truth, able to find 3. Is the field up online, though? It is not. A lot of damage coming out. Still just able to back up the window coming out as well. So they're going to have to back up to this point, or off this point. Get the recontest, get Magic Man back as well, because you're going to need that Sim to do the damage to the shields.
Very nicely placed window from Chaotic, but the team, or not Chaotic, Killer, they were already backing up though, so a little more forward I think would have been a little more advantageous to the team.
Timo was behind, out of position, going to get picked off there. That's the first pick. A lot of damage down here. Oh, the Shatter gets canceled! Boatweiser with the big 3K. Stopping Daddy Shatter right there. The field going to come out with a 2-2-8. Maybe, yeah. Both Baps down. Kitty going for the res here. Able to get it off. So both supports back up, but still not enough. 5 are down. It's going to be just Killerbot on point, as WeTheOpps are going to most likely cap this second point.
Knowing Skillmatic had the Coalescence up too really made that Shatter, on top of canceling Daddy's, just so helpful for the team and allow them to create amazing space.
Yeah, but I agree. It's they're staying. I mean, they haven't died. Like, I mean, they're staying alive the entire time. They're doing such a good job of keeping each other alive while also keeping Super and Boatweiser up as well. And that's a testament to the DPS as well. The DPS doing so much damage on these shields that the Tactics haven't really been having a chance to breathe. The Dragon's coming out on the point, hit them off. Boatweiser's gonna charge in. He will get picked off, but the Dragons come out pretty big, especially with this Flux. Might be able to do enough to get them off at this point. Reset. The TP going above them though, and 2 are down already. This is a big turnaround there for WeTheOpps. Magic's gonna fall. 1v1 Soms on the Hanzo as Johnny falls, but still only 3 actually on card. Disco's still behind them.
Yeah, but Disco's still
Wait,
here.
what? Soms is dead. Disco's gonna 2v1 here and get these supports off this high ground, and he's gonna now able to support the team from above. Just shut on the Demo and Truth. An insane contest, and it works out. WeTheOpps kinda being a little silly, but you love to see it. Skill and Magic are gonna stay on point and get these 2 on, while Buttweiser takes right side, Super Ninja taking the left side, the split, and the window, and the sim wall. Both on Barrett coming up. Shatter gets no one from Father. 3 are down already on the side of Zanshin Tactics, and it's tough, like you said. You either first hold or you get steamrolled on 3 points. 2:43 left on the clock on the side of WeTheOpps, who will take all 3 points.
What I will say about Disc about that is he kind of did just pepper in a little bit of damage there at the end, which was smart to do because it forced both Katie and I don't know who was playing the Hanzo, Zoms I think it was, Zoms up to him, not at full health, and he was in a small room, but he had the advantage of using his immortality field for himself. Knowing the rest of his team was coming back, he didn't start going at them almost, immediately. He gave it a couple of seconds, waited for people to start coming back, and then started to pepper in a little bit of damage there. So really caused a good distraction, gave them an early pick, and
Clutch.
the rest of the WeTheOpps just kind of pushed in on that.
What a play from Disco One. What a freak. What a nut. That kind of stuff wins games. It seems insane, but if it works, it works. And good golly, Miss Molly, it worked.
Kirby saying Disc one of the most underrated players in T3. I think there's a lot of underrated players in T3. I think a lot of people tend to look at the big name teams or look at super strong people on teams. Like, it's hard not to look at Super Ninja. It's hard not to look at Buttweiser right now. Magic Man always does well. So I agree, underrated player.
That being said, Skillmatic's taking that bath. That's my bath now. Disco on the Mercy with the Ash, the Junk, the Rhine, the Diva on the side of WeTheOpps, anti-text with the Rhine Zarya, the Junk, the Widow. Same thing that Zoms was that Dark Zom was trying to do. Zoms saying anything you can do, I can do better with the Lucio Mora. We're gonna try the full brawl here. On a rush on the point. Looks like they're going behind point. Super Ninja gonna try to chase off our Demo. Stuck by themselves. See if they can get back to the team.
An incredibly clean rotation from ZT. Just need to see them kind of stick with it. We do see Daddy drop to point, and the rest of them are there now.
Daddy, the constant damage from Magic. So much damage on the side of WeTheOpps with Magic and Dark Sun with the Junk and Ash respectively, and 2 already down. The Junk on Junk violence there. And just like that, no main tank, no shield. Like, Zanshin Tech is going to have to retreat for a second.
That was a great retreat from them not to lose too many people, though, so I do applaud them for that.
No one can hide from my
Soms puts the goggles on, has the sights up, and immediately gets a pick on Dark Som. It would just be the pick that needed down a lot of damage. If Disco could try to get the reds off, the field coming out on the side of WeTheOpps. Still a lot of damage. Magic Man out of it and was low. Not able to follow up on the charge from Buttweiser. Able to get Living Truth though. A counter charge from Daddy's gonna go for the pin right there. Not able to get Zombs with the pick. Got Stillmatic and Demo with the pick on Magic Man's tire. And Killer finishes up on the owner. The shatter comes out from Buttweiser, gets a few. But if there is enough follow up, there is. But the Koa coming out a little late from Katie in the window as well. The beat. A lot of ults coming out from the side of both teams. Melissa's tower gets a lot. Big visor. Oh, the fire strike from Butt. Able to get the tire and Katie at the same time. So a lot of ults used on the side of Zanshin Tactics with not even a tick to show for it.
ZT did bait out a lot of ults there, and they will be coming into this with their hammer down, though. So if they can just take that Rhine shield down.
Gets it again. Gets it done again. The res down for this fight, though. Zoms gets skill. The 2K. And no BAP, no big shield, and a huge 4th-man shatter on the flank from Daddy Needs You, and that's all they're gonna need, like you said. The visor, the sights, the goggles, the glasses, the intel, the infosight that you need, but all you really needed was that shatter. 5 down because of it, and just like that, Zanshin Tech is gonna take this point 1.
And that shows their coordination, that's all they needed to take that fight, and they knew it. Just, those early picks from Zoms definitely helped them out. We focused in on Zoms taking out a Baby Diva up in the air, so.
Living Truth shooting this shot all the way on ground at the Junk in that top left window and getting it. Nice. So both teams now on the Rhine Sigma. The mirror match still on the Junk, and Lucio Mara still on the side of Zanshin Tactics. Pretty close to the Koa here too, and Zoms with the pickup high, switching off the Widow to the Hanzo, able to get Skillmatic again. Shatter gets a couple though. KDB will fall, Buttweiser able to get Daddy as well. And a Bob coming out from behind. So much damage being blocked from Daddy, but still only 1 shield on the side of the Living Truth, and It looks like WeTheOpps not deciding to engage just yet. They are down Skillmatic. They got the long spawn too. It's gonna be tough. They have just Disco 1 on the Mercy Hill. Tower coming out from DMO as well. Looking to get... we're gonna get super injured. Not able to get anybody, unfortunately. Still, car keeps moving. Momentum on the side of WeTheOpps. The Flux coming out from Living Truth, able just to get Super Ninja. Not rocked. The field out though from Skillmatic as well. So a lot of cooldowns, a lot of good abilities being used on the side of WeTheOpps. Our team gets the pick on Magic, but Super with the pick on KDB. But Daddy with the Fire Strike on Psalm. And the beat coming out from Killer could be just enough to save the knee. With a Shatter gets 2. Both tanks down the window and the rest coming out. But still, Budweiser too low. Daddy is unstoppable right now. Oh, Caster's Curse, he will fall, but still, just enough that you need. Dark Psalm, the only one on point, as it looks like Zanshin Tactic's going to contest, gonna finish this contest, and we'll cap second point.
I like Living Truth's idea here to just push up aggressively and knowing that Daddy's going to kind of try and handle in the back there. And even though Daddy did go down, trusted the rest of the team there.
It's that did get long spawn, unfortunately, but Killer with the taxi. Love to see that kind of coordination. Imagine not taxiing your main support back, or your tank back, kind of weird.
Love teams that always peek for their mercies or do such things.
Clock's coming out, it's big. No beat to stop it though. But the color gonna be enough. Tyra gets 2. Shatter a little late. Everyone died. But those are the kind of plays you don't mind wasting. And Budweiser able to get Shatter back so quickly. Not much of an issue, as this third point is gonna try to be held by WeTheOpps. They did a good job of it this first time through. Dragons coming up from Psalms, want to get them off point. The same thing WeTheOpps did on the same spot pretty much. No barrier there on the side from Daddy Needs You. And just like that, 2 are already down. So much spam with only 1 shield to stop it. Only so much you can do. Otherwise, like I said, already have to Shatter. It's gonna be just Psalms, but not enough. Magic Man doing so much spam here. It's gonna be hard to contest and hard to get onto point if you're Zanshin Tactics.
They still have a decent time differential here, though. I do believe if they can get, take this from WeTheOpps, that they'll be able to push this in.
Yeah. They're gonna try to just fight this dry. Maybe Dark Psalm, gets the barrage out, or try to bait out some ults here if you're Zanshin Tactics, without using any of yours, and get this nice recontest. Window coming out from Skillmatic. The Flux coming out from Truth. And the tire! While they're still in the air, gets 3. No use of that field that was on the ground. What a play. Dueling up with the 3 still in the air. An instant finish. Great combo. And now WeTheOpps on their heels here. Skillmatic may be able to get up with Disco 1. As WeTheOpps going to come back now. Fire Strike hits Demo. Psalms falls mid-barrage, but and then it's the charge. The Shatter. Oh, it's rocked off! Pretty pog play. I think the fight may be lost for Zanshin Tactics, but a pretty great play from Living Truth there. Yeah, we'll fall to the Fire Strike. I think Zanshin should just full hold here and just stop for a second. It's gonna be tough though.
We're seeing
just 40 seconds left.
Yeah, we're seeing Zoms trying to build up that ult a little bit, just a little poke damage. One thing I noticed that Dark Psalm is doing is using that top left room very well to their advantage and coverage.
Yeah. Psalms, like you said, getting the poke damage, just the pick on Disco 1, just the skill man, just the BAP. Support right now. Shatter gets blocked though, no one able to hit it. Still though, picks coming out in favor of Zanshin Tactics. The res coming out as well on Killer. They got 9 seconds to cap and get this at least to no OT. Lucio on, distracting, and now with Budweiser on the ball, the least you can get is OT. Most you can get is OT. Nice pin though. You'll be able to get Disco 1, so a couple more picks is all you need to get this point capped. It's gonna be a little messy though.
It's
Zanshin
looking.
Tactics, the skill.
I was going to say it's looking very even both ways, but
Yeah.
I think ZT are going to be able to kind of push this in if they can get both Ball and Lucio off point quickly.
Budweiser will fall on the ball. It's going to be just Disco 1 on the Lucio, stalling for as long as possible will fall. So they do cap all 3. Not able to do it before OT though, so they're not going to have a chance to win this. But at least they can still tie. 243 is no joke though. I mean, especially with less than a minute. I think it was 58 seconds it took for WeTheOpps to cap this first point. So if they keep the pressure on, they did so with that sim turn on, or that sim TP on statue. So I don't know if they go for it again, and if they do, Zanshin's going to have to be ready for it. Oh no.
I was gonna say, I want to see a Bastion.
Magic Man, do the sim. I don't ask for much in this world, but Magic Man, do it. Yes! This is incredibly good. If this works out, I'm glad I was here to cast it and to comment. They could be switching, they could be debating, but Demon's gonna try to snuff it out there on the Widow. Widow Bastion, Mercy Mora, Ryan Sig on the side of Zanshin Tech with the Ryan Sig near as the side of WeTheOpps with the Mora Bap and this Sim Bastion. I really hope it goes for it. If it doesn't work, hey, you still have 2:30 to go. They're looking for... Yep, the TP, they do fall. But Bastion, last second, waiting for this pick up. They get the TP down though. Good job from Demo. And Demo gonna get behind them. I don't think they know where they are. Trying to force them into this mega. We'll do a good job of it. Well, we'll get picked off though. Not a lot of support. Found them out quick, and they're down one. Not gonna be able to get that res off. Just gonna play with Zom's, play with this Bastion, hope to take off as much time off the clock as possible. His team was going to switch off of the Widow to the Reaper, and Zom's wins the Bastion fight, but still a big pick. Killer bot down as they make this big rotation on the point. The Koa coming out from KDB already. He's got the Koa quick, but a charge from Butt gets Zoms. Butt's got another, and the Shatter. He's going to able to find just Demon, but that's all they need is KDB, the only person on point, and just over a minute. They're going to go under, I think it's 59 seconds. For minute 9, I think? Something like that, but WeTheOpps are going to even this map up, make this score 1-1 after map 2.
This is definitely an incredible back and forth between both of these teams here.
Cracks open a cold one here. Gets the pin and the pick on some pin. Just gets Demo all they needed. Tied up. 40 LMs, 11 charge kills. I wouldn't expect anything else. On the side of Buttweiser, 69.
So we're going to go back to lobby. We're going to ask for some swaps and readies. I'm going to do the thing.
I'm going to use the restroom real quick.
Chat me. That means you're just stuck with me for the brief
Chat, be
moment.
good. Keep
Be
Chuba
nice.
company.
Be nice as I try to do this quickly. Don't want to do that. So Hanamura is where we go next, guys. What are we thinking? What are we feeling here? And that's my phone dying, which means I need to go find my laptop so I can read these swaps. So I'm going to be a second before I can read those. It's not a Jibba household unless something in my life is, some electronic in my life is dying here. Because usually it's my controller, but I guess tonight, for the night, it's going to be my phone. Which means I gotta mute my laptop so we don't hear the Discord notifications as they pop up constantly.
It's so dark in here.
Apparently it's dark in Brow Daddy's house, and he might be having an issue walking around there. But sounds like he's making his way back to us, which is always a good thing.
Okay.
So we have Lily in for Katie.
And skill with Fancy.
You missed it. My phone died, so I didn't have the
no.
the ability to see those swaps right away, per usual. As I was saying to chat, just there's always some electronic in my life dying.
That's just a good reminder to chat to charge their phone or their laptop or whatever device they're using.
Or your PlayStation controller. I was more focused on the PlayStation controller tonight rather than the other things.
I've still got my vanilla PS4 controller, and it's got a battery life of about an episode of Friends. So it's tough, you know, this thing's always plugged into my PS4. Too much stick drift on my other two controllers.
We're just waiting for some readies and some things. Fancy to join voice chat.
Yeah, always a good thing to have your entire team in voice so you can hear them and communicate. Oh, Zanny. Zanny Boy 05. I got it ready from ZT. Overwatch Origins Edition by Blizzard. Blizzard Entertainment, but the entertainment being in quotes. This game can be painful sometimes, chat, but I'm sure you all know that.
This game painful? What? This is the best game ever. That's why we still play it.
I do enjoy this game still. It's turning 5 years old this year, which is pretty crazy to me. But man, oh man, this game hurts my soul sometimes, you know? Can I get a pog you in the chat for some pain and suffering, please? Thank you.
This is it's still happy to see that this league is thriving and we have many people still willing to play and wanting to play and kind of showing off for us here. That glad we have the ability to cast for them and kind of compliment them the entire time. But it's definitely, I don't think I've touched this game unless it's for Mystery Heroes or May Iceball, because May Iceball and loot boxes right now are pretty clutch. Fenzi for Deca.
I have all the Christmas stuff now. I have almost everything. No, I reached gold border last week, and I didn't really know how I felt about it. Like, am I proud? Am I proud of myself, or am I ashamed that I have the gold border now? But this is the game I play the most, so I can't complain. A lot of people have said it, but I don't think there's been a game like Overwatch that has really like captured the lowest of lows and the highest of highs with me before. Like when it's good, gosh, it's the best, right? But when it's bad, oh gosh, it It's controller, it's desk slamming, it's controller throwing, it's everything. It is an upsetting game. That they're ready from both sides.
Invoke some of those feelings. Alright, so we have our readies.
Hanamura with a 1-1 score here.
This is a question right now of whose fantasy dreams are going to be coming true. If anybody
Crushed.
If anyone picked 3 1s for ZT or WeTheOpps, this is the clutch moment on top of next. I will say this was, for fantasy, a hard one to pick because it can 100% go either way. And we've already seen both teams kind of proving that very quickly and very easily.
That's what we were chatting about before the stream went live. Is I don't have a there. I don't think there is a favorite. I think both teams are capable of showing how superior or how dominant they can be. And like you said, like we've seen it. Like, you know, Nepal was probably not as. Oh, we need a pause. Oof, spooky.
Okay, so pause timer will be starting at 9.
But yeah, I Nepal is probably not as close as you would have wished for if you were on the side of WeTheOpps, but they look pretty dang strong as Lily joins in on King's Row. I mean, they look good. They look real good. I think they're doing a whole lot of good stuff.
I just want to make sure that Lily is back settled, which Lily is. So, if ever there is a good opportunity to DC, it is right at the start of a game, and especially on the attacking side. You do not cost your team anything. There's no faults, no bad juju.
No ults lost, no cooldowns, nothing in the middle of a game. I mean, perfect timing. I mean, there is no good timing, but this is the perfect timing. If you are Lily, and if you are Zanshin Tactics. Alright. I mean, Zom's back on the far. Look at the double bird strat on the side of Zanshin with the Rhine 6 still going strong. With the killer back on the bat, but super defensive double shield here. The bunker on the side of WeTheOpps with the Orisa Sig, the Junk Bastion, and the Mercy dude at BAP. As Bastion, Dark Som already gets the pick on Demo. Danny Ninja going to fall as well. They're going to need to reset and have to rethink how they want to deal with this double shield bunker.
I really like the idea of the double bird here. I think it can be good to sort of break through this, especially going against no hit scan. They have to focus down this Bastion right away, though.
Yeah, and if they're playing so close with Dark Som just behind this rock, I think the right side rotation into this building is good, as they're gonna actually switch to Sim at T Pizza right on the point. As Magic Man gets the pick on Killer, though, just as they're about to push in. And Pub with the pick on Daddy Needs You as well. 2 are down already again. And it's going to be a quick cleanup if you're WeTheOpps before these two get back in. He is down, though.
Hiding in these backgrounds right now, though. Looking to try and get some good damage here.
But Dark Som with the Mercy Pocket, with the shields, with getting a whole lot of resources, and Zanshin down to just 2.5 minutes already.
Yeah, they have to, Zoms has to super back out and or die in this situation, and the rest of ZT has to push in very aggressively if they want to kind of save him out of it.
Zoms back right? Got it. They've got it, I believe. But the switch from Teemo from Sim to the Junkrat, so a little more spam damage now. It was doing some pretty good work for them, this DPS combo on King's Row when they're pushing on offense, but I think this could be down to the shield management on the side from Danny and Living Truth. The Absorb coming out on the side of Zanshin. The Rock coming out, but the Zoe from Buttweiser as well. So the Tower coming out from Magic Man from above, able to get the Pharmacy and the field. As Killer Block, it's going to be picked off right after it. 4 are down already. Make it 5. It's going to be just Demo on the junk on point, as Dark Som with the tank config will find them, and Down to a minute and a half. You gotta figure something out with the barrage and the shatter coming online with the Val, because Killer's gonna switch off the bat to the. Oh, they're gonna make a full switch. Lily actually gonna switch off the Mercy to the War, and Zom switching off the Pharah to the Hanzo, so no ults online except for the shatter. But Living Truth may be able to get the Flux this fight as well.
I liked the rotation ZT took there to try to reconnect with Psalms, though. Really smart of them to make sure, you know, they were going to be able to kind of full group up and not, like, look for a pincer, especially against a Bastion with a Mercy pocket.
I need to get help. No! It's going to get picked off. So much damage. Got stuck on the wall with no shields. Got less than a minute to hold here and less than a minute to cap. Otherwise, they're a little too far up, but able to get the nice pill from Super Ninja and Deca. It's going to be just Killer by themselves here. Front getting a little bit of help here, but Lily Nightwave are down. Dark Psalm is cleaning up on the Bastion all by themselves on point.
30 seconds.
And all's coming back online on the side of Zanshin Tactics. 25 seconds left on the clock for Zanshin Tactics to pull up here. But they're going to walk into the Flux, they're going to walk into the Bomb, they're going to walk into the window. So an absolute shredder of a combo coming in here, potentially from the side of WeTheOpps. The Flux coming out, and a big pull, able to get 4. Not able to get stopped, and so much damage to Bongo and the window. 2 down already, make it a 3rd. I don't think anybody can even touch her on the side. Oh, Caster's Curse. Demo able to get the touch here on Reaper, but with Fade just being used, no TP to get out. It's going to be up to Zoms and up to Demo as Demo falls. Just Zoms, and it's going to be like that. The double shield Bastion bunker is gonna work wonders for WeTheOpps as they full hold Zanshin here.
It's always a tough thing to break through. It's also always a tough thing to see a Bastion double shield. But I do want to compliment WeTheOpps. They didn't play a stagnant Bastion shield. They constantly rotated according to how ZT was moving, and that's a big compliment to them because a lot of people we see play Bastion and they just sit in one spot and they won't move out of that spot. We saw the Orisa, Orisa shield was protecting Bastion a lot, but anytime that Orisa shield was moving, the Bastion was adjusting around it too. So it's not like anyone was left out of place or putting themselves in bad positioning.
Yeah, and not just that, but I think not just the shield placement, but like if they have no shields to stay so far back, like they would like if you're pushing from offense, if you're using tactics, the push to left side to the Mega, and while Budweiser was getting a little bit of damage taking, just to the left of point, like Super Ninja pushed up and Deca pushed up to help him, and Dark Psalm on the Bastion like switching all the way to the back left of point, not able to get touched, not able to get stunned or CC'd, and still able to do so much damage. But looks like Zanshin's saying anything you can do, we can do better. We'll stay on the exact same comp that WeTheOpps did. And they're going to go for the Ryan Stars. Demo
same initial placements. Wow, Demo.
Disco. Down a main support for WeTheOpps. They're going to have to wait this out, or they're going to res. I still think they can... Oh, but it gets trapped! Super Ninja gets picked with a trap, and Zonta to clean up as well, so 2 picks already on the side with no res to help out. Dark Psalm, though, as Demo went up top right, not going to get the appeal that they need, as looks like Zoms and Deca, but Zoms gets Psalm. That's gonna... I've been trying to figure that difference out, and it's been a little tough for my small peanut.
Zoms is perfectly placed because it looks like for a second there he could be a little beyond shield, but he's not at all, not even remotely.
Perfect spot. But they're gonna reset here. WeTheOpps trying to figure out what to do here. They're on the run Zarya. They're gonna switch off of the Pharah to the Sombra. So all the support now going into the side of Super and Butt most likely, with Magic maybe getting a DB pocket and the field coming out so they can go to this right side building to get the high ground. Not a terrible idea.
That Sombra could be win condition, working on that EMP.
Som got Dark Psalm got picked off, got found out. We'll split back. Nice fire strike on the side of Butt. It's almost 30 to shatter. The hack though on the side of Killerbot. Zoms gets low, but still too much support. The pin coming out. Nice gold though on the side.
Great fortified.
Then I need you to stop the pin from coming in. It's still so much brawl here coming in on the side of WeTheOpps. Even trades here. Magic down, Zombs down. It's 5-on-5 as Demo gets 2 and a trap kill as well. So we get 3 for Demo. No more ults should really be used here from the side of Zanshin Tactics, and they stick to it. 2 minutes down off the clock. WeTheOpps. Maybe, like I said, the win condition's gotta be the CMP. Dark Zomb 65, then 35% more to the EMP.
They have to wait to EMP with this tire. They're gonna have to hold this tire for a little bit, unless they tire grab and then try and follow up with an EMP.
Well, they know where Zomb is. No one gonna go peel to get them off the high ground. We'll stay committed to this point. I'm gonna go for the top right rotation again. This time, not even using. We're gonna go bottom right, not even using the field. So able to use, not able to use the field is a big with Dark Zomb. Getting the hack onto each. The Shatter gets 2, with the field coming out very good. Magic though, able to get 3. So many ults used. With the window as well, so much damage coming in, the solo grab to make sure Zombs does not make this out, and it's essentially a team kill, and it's gonna be the map. And a 2-1 lead here for WeTheOpps.
This still is incredibly close, in my opinion, because that was a great hold by ZT. It's just the rotations there on the side of WeTheOpps. They basically played to their ult advantage and what they knew was coming in. And those tires for WeTheOpps all night from Magic Man have really been pretty clutch.
Magic Man's been a menace on the rat. Still get 72% participation. It's so much spam. It's so much damage, and you wanna, since both sides committed to the Bastion, like you wanna put so much, so much support, so many resources into your respective Bastions that like Magic Man is free reign to do whatever he wants.
All right, so we swap the teams one more time right now.
Potentially, unless they want to go to a map 5.
Well, we don't swap map 5, thankfully, so
stick with it. Oh, you meant swap with the colors and the I'm like,
the colors.
We don't swap people from map 5. Just stick whoever you play with last.
I thought you were a professional at this.
No, what?
What are we doing next? We
what?
Rialto?
No.
Rialto next?
What? It is 2-1 WeTheOpps going into Rialto. It's been a good one. Super close. And Rialto, I honestly think Rialto is one of the maps that can go either way. I enjoy Rialto. This is a good payload map.
It's okay. No, it is. It is a good one. I agree. It's definitely a good one. I actually like Rialto because you tend to see a lot of different comps. You see a lot of dive on Rialto, which I'm always really kind of happy to see. It reminds me of King's Row in a way. You don't know what you're going to get from somebody.
Muffin Pirates fantasy scored has been busted, and I'm almost certain that a lot of people's are.
It's a tough. This week is some tough games to kind of pick. You got to go with your gut feeling on what do you think is going to happen, because a lot of these games can definitely go either way. Some of them might look like you think but definitely not always the case.
That's this game, though. I mean, you can come in feeling pretty good, and then depending on what the other team's been practicing with the teams is comfortable with running on these maps. I think that's the most interesting. You can go in every week and be like, yeah, we're going to win. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. But you can only do so much until you get punched in the face. Is a quote very similar, reminiscent about this situation. I'm not saying it's been a face punching from WeTheOpps to Zanshin tactics, but um, I'm sure some things have not gone their way.
Sovereign for Lily. Katie for Truth. Are we getting some Katie on tank right now?
This would be very pog.
Because those are the orders I was given, so that's what I'm going with.
I'm doing a peek and seeing what
I
Katie
got so
plays for
happy.
Diva, Ryan, okay. Little Zarya, okay.
No, we're getting Katie to support and Sov to tank. Daddy gave us wrong.
Sadga.
I go by
also love
order.
that.
I go by order of what we're given.
I do as well. I like that it's tank then DPS then support for each for each thing on the lobby.
Definitely a good addition to the league, at least. So
I like to be anal about this kind of things.
I also personally, when I cast games, I have to go in the order of the lineups that I'm given. So if it's like on the side of WeTheOpps, if it's Butt, Super, Magic, Dark, Deca, Disc, and that's the order they give it to me, I don't care if it says Super then Butt. I have to switch them so that it's the lineup that I was given.
Yeah, exactly. I feel.
All right, we were given readies, so we're gonna go.
Potential last map here. I would not be surprised if this goes to a map 5.
I am high-key expecting this to go to a map 5, if I'm being 100% honest.
The last game I casted was a tier 2 game where Rialto had to replace Junkertown because Junkertown was having some silly issues for a game that is almost 5 years old.
Junkertown was being Overwatch-esque, as we always expect at some point.
This is a game made by a small indie company, so I was having some issues. And Rogue Knights, the Rogue Knights hold on second point here was absolutely disgusting. So I think there are a few points on this map that is comparable or comparable to like places where you will not be able to go through, depending on certain comps and certain picks that certain spots. So it's gonna be tough for both sides, but I expect this one to be close as well.
One thing I've noticed is that actually I do think ZT does a good job on holding initially, and then we've seen them, especially on map 1, they attack very aggressively and they do a good job. But once they have point and once they have like control of all of that, it's very much theirs. So I do think they'll do a good job here.
Well, Zanshin's going to stick on the double shield with the Orisa Sig as Dark Sun gets the pick on Demo and Sombra. Magic Man going to get the hack onto Daddy Needs You, but still, it's going to be the double shield with the Ashe Junk win. Demo is able to get back with the Bat Moira. And Ryan Zarya, Sombra Widow, and Ana Mercy on the side of WeTheOpps as Zoms a little bit in by themselves, not able to get punished. We'll get out. That's big. A lot of damage coming back here on the side with Demo coming back for the ancient tactics.
This is the first Ana we've seen all
Mystic, though. And Psalm with the pick on Demo. Psalm on the Widow has been a difference maker on King's Row. At the same time, we'll get picked to the martyrdom, though, from Zoms. But Bub with the pick on KDB. The rest coming out from Deca as well. So it's going to be full force with a huge anti-grenade from Disco 1. Able to get the last picks. The Shovel Shatter from Butt. Able to get Demo as well. And I don't think Zanshin wants to do anything with this first point anymore. We're gonna regroup and try to recontest for second point as WeTheOpps takes this first point quick.
Yeah.
Psalms though with a big stagger.
Happy to see ZT definitely try to back out of this fight, but WeTheOpps is pushing incredibly aggressive here. Not,
that Nano says otherwise.
they're willing to use their ults and to kind of use these ults to help build up more ults instead. So ZT, I think, still just needs to kind of
Big
back
grab
themselves
and
out.
gets a few. The pin coming in, Danny Ninja's gonna fall, and Budweiser already like 35% more to shatter. Is low. Zom's able to get a couple, and Sovereign with the follow 4 down on the side of WeTheOpps, and it's gonna be just Som and Magic Man on point here for WeTheOpps. So a big tire and some nice follow up from Sovereign, able to finish off those kills. As Magic Man gets the hack and the pick on Zoms though, a lot of damage down. DPS coming back with Demo switching off the McCree to the Hanzo. Magic Man 30% to the EMP as well. Budweiser has the Shatter very, very soon as well, with the sights just going offline. The Shatter comes out, gets blocked by Daddy though, but Daddy needs to get slipped though. The Flux coming out, able to get 3. And a big smush! Gets the supports, and they with the pick on Budweiser with both supports dead. Magic Man with the pick on Zoms, and Xan Attack's gonna get the hold here. Just past this, right before this 3rd point choke.
A lot of ults use their buy ZT, you know, using the Koa, using the BAP window, and using the SIG. So hopefully does not bite them. I don't think it will, because there's not really a whole lot of ults on the side of WeTheOpps right now, and they do have that Shatter still. Just have to kind of smartly bait them in.
I think, like I said, going to be the difference maker is going to be Magic CMP. It's the only all that's going to be online this fight, and if it's big enough, they don't really need anything. Just a couple picks, some good abilities, some good cooldown usage, and it's all you really need. But yeah,
good
just
grenade with that
like
EMP will be clutch.
Mystic gets hacked. Almost gets picked off. Magic Man gonna get the peel and gets picked from Zoms. So some goods. Gets some good peel on the help from Mystic inch from Zoms and KDB. The field down.
Yeah.
It's gonna be just a Shatter online for Zanshin Tactics. Able to get a couple. Budweiser Shatter is online as Dark Som gets pinned right on the point. He ain't going anywhere, he says. And Deca is still behind point. I don't think the Demon realizes that Deca jumps off before they get picked. So a smart play. Don't want to get staggered too long with 2.5 minutes left on the clock to push this 2nd point. Some big ults coming online from the side of WeTheOpps, so not just the EMP, but the Shatter, the Grav, the Nano, and the Valk. Just Tire and Koa for Zanshin Tactics with the window coming up soon, and our Demo getting that Dragon Shot. Goes to the EMP, comes out, gets 4, the top. Tire comes out, gets 2! So there's going to be no follow-up, no grab online here. So it gets picked off right after the EMP. Dad's going to get anti and going to get low, but they're doing a good job protecting him, make sure he stays alive. The Nano coming online. Budweiser gets picked up here. A lot of damage coming in, but it's not enough support from the rest of the team here. Super just gonna pick on Zoms though, pushed up a little too far. But still, I don't think WeTheOpps has the resources and the manpower to go in here and fight.
Yeah, really smart move of Zoms, knowing that that EMP was probably coming in to kind of separate out, protect himself, especially while throwing that Tire out.
Oh, someone can get up the smush. A lot of ults still, but the ones you need, Window, Dragon, and Flux down on the side of Zanshin, but another hold. That's a minute down off the clock too, and a team kill. Ring the bell. Shatter, only thing online but Zoms though. It seems like every fight Zoms is building up this tower, and it's going to get at this fight too. But the only thing online going to be the Shatter and the Deadeye from the side of WeTheOpps. As Dark Som looks like to be going on a flank here top, but Demo might be meeting them in the middle. Taking the high ground as well. As Magic gets the pick on Zoms, but Demo finds Zom to get the res off those. Deca Cody for this maybe potential last fight here. Disco is low and Sovereign finds them. The pin comes in, but a nice rock from Sovereign as well. Sovereign making a difference here on this last map. Shatters each other. The Deadeye coming out from Zom, able to get one. Budweiser with the final pick on Mystic Angel as well, so it's pretty even. Spawn advantage on the side of Zanshin Tactics though, but the tower coming out from Zoms gets 2 again! Guarantees these picks, and it's such a big thing, whether it's the beginning of a fight or just about to end the fight. These tires have been great for Zoms. It's gonna be 9 seconds left there. It's gonna have to be up to Magic Man to tire. From behind, maybe the touch here. Able to get that touch. team net. Zanshin is going to figure it out though, but this could be right into a trap as Timo finds Disco. Magic going to get the tire off, but no! Sovereign with the shutdown. It's big. Super Ninja going to switch to the ball to touch here, but Super and Deca on point, able to get that res off as Deca. Magic Man, but still too much damage, and the Shatter going to get Magic. It's just Super Ninja on the ball, and they're going to get picked off just past stairs. So just hold before second point is Zanshin puts them in a good position to cap this and send it to a map 5.
Yeah, ZT said they were not going down with a fight. They were not going to be losing this. Hi, Nella. Goodbye, Nella. They were not going to lose this. They, you know, they played strong first map. They played strong second and third map, but I think they really pulled it out here. We saw what we saw on first map. There's a lot more focus here. It's almost like a drive to win this map, and I'm happy to see them bring this to that.
Yeah, it's the mental thing too. Like, you can come out strong map 1, obviously, and then feel pretty good. But you lose those next 2 maps, and you're down to potentially your last map before a loss. It's tough, but able to get back up, able to say you're not going to lose, you're not going to go down without a fight, and Zanshin really showing that they're not going down. But it looks like WeTheOpps going to pull out what worked so well for them on Hanamura. That Orisa Sig, Bunker, double shield with the Bastion, the Junk, the Bap, and the Mercy. With this Magic Man putting this nice sneaky trap on the right side of spawn. But the Ryan Zarya, the Hanamura, the Widow, and the McCree on the side of Zanshin. So Demo looking to get a quick pick early. Really set the tone, but that double shield sitting up on top. WeTheOpps with Magic Man in this close building on the left side. So shield management's going to have to be key here with Magic Man right above, radiant shots down.
Throwing that Orisa shield down on the ground is tough for shield management.
They're going to have to push into this building unless they want to get smushed or pinched here between these 2 buildings. And this fight they're going to. Magic Man's going to fall before that. He'll get Zoms and Dark Zom with the pick on to Sovereign as well. The rest coming out from Magic though. A big grenade from Mystic Angel. KDB with the pick on the field, but might be a little chilly, especially with the pick from the mine. Katie though, bit of a running riot, able to get the field and the pick on Magic Man with no res in this fight too. They're down some damage here. This could be what they needed with your DPS both down on the side of WeTheOpps.
WeTheOpps does have spawn advantage here though, and they do both have both of their tanks still present along with having that Mercy pocket, so.
The Shatter comes out, gets 2, and the Koa coming out any second there from KTB with the field down. It's going to be the fall. They can't touch point! Zanshin Tag's going to take this first point quick. So much pressure coming out from Daddy Needs You with the field down as well. And they're able to cap this first point quick. And they're going to retreat. WeTheOpps trying to get out as quickly as possible. Are down. Now Super Ninja switching off the Orisa to the Zarya. So they're going to the Sig Zarya. And I got to say the Super Ninja Zarya with the Budweiser Ryan, pretty nasty. Heck of a combo there. It's won them some games before. I don't think they want to do the exact same thing, but it's going to be just the one shield for Dark Sun on the Bastion, so a little less resources maybe to the bubble instead. But it's going to be a little more difficult to Zom, so the pick on Magic Man quick. The Deadeye online, the EMP coming out soon, but someone gets picked off. And the Flux coming out too, able to just get Mystic Angel. But Zoms with 3 on the Deadeye flank from the top row, picks up a 4th. That could be all they need with the Coalescence coming out. What a play from Zoms. Miracle Tire coming out from Matchman's going to have to be big against just Zoms, but the EMP coming out, getting 3 members of WeTheOpps.
Oh, sorry. I thought the Lily was still in the game. My bad.
We're good. Dark Zoms able to get a couple more with Magic Man picking up some. It's 4 kills on the side of WeTheOpps, and Super Ninja with the switch on the ball, able to get the punch and the kick on KTB. That's all they need to recontest. So close. Ninja Attackers are taking this point, but like I said, that Swan advantage, they held WeTheOpps got held close on that second point. So now that they're that close to second point, the Spawn's going to be so much quicker to get to. So a little chaotic, that last fight, but will seem to stabilize. No ults even close on the side of WeTheOpps, so it's going to be tough with the Shatter online now, and most likely the Flux from Sovereign coming up too very soon this fight. So it's going to be just shield management. Dark Som's going to be way behind point here with Demo very close to the back line on the Sombra. That switch.
I do think the double ult here from the tank would be what's
the Shatter gets 3 though!
Yep.
That needs to get a pick here, gets the flying rope off the top rope, and the smush from Sovereign able to get Magic Man. They're down 3. It's going to be hard to recontest here with Super Ninja getting a big anti from Mystic Angel. It's going to have to get picked off here. That's the mines out though. Might just be enough! As it gets 3, both supports and Zom's down. It's going to be close with Dark Sun with the switch onto Trista to get the touch, and the pick onto Daddy Ninja, but Sovereign with the pick as well. It's going to be close. It's 2-on-2. Sovereign might be able to clutch this out. But so many people coming back on the side of WeTheOpps to recontest here as Dima gets found out. Oh my gosh, so close again, but WeTheOpps will not fall over here.
But both of the tanks on the side of ZT are literally at 50% to ult, and they just used it. If we get another combo like we saw early on what was it, King's Row, we saw the Flux High Noon.
In the tire. The Flux High Noon.
The Flux High Noon. If we can get a combo like that again, I think this is unfortunately over for WeTheOpps, because they don't really have much to counter it unless they quickly engage back with the tire instead.
That's gonna be the tough thing. Super Ninja that gets picked off early there with the pick at the block, not able to come out. Then he's just gonna fall here. But Super Ninja died so early on in that fight, but since he's playing ball, able to get back to the team and to the point so quickly, and he gets booped off. Super Ninja with the setup for Disco with the finish. It's down to 1.5 minutes for Zanshin and Takasu are so close both times to capping the second point. And it's going to be tough here, but a lot of ults coming online now. Deadeye's still up, Nano's still up, Koa's still up with Demo, again, so close to Tire. They're going to need you, and Sovereign just about 25% combined. 2 their ults as well. And the only ult online is Super Ninja, kind of the Mine soon, but has the Flux again. Disco with the beat, so the beat coming out, perhaps? No. Tire and Flux not able to catch anybody though. But the stick maybe from Sam gets Katie. They're down big heals. It's gonna be just Mystic Angel and the solo on a support Ninja Tech as they push past this. But Sam with the pick on Sam. That's big. Super Ninja again, uncontested, gets 2. Daddy gets the Nano. The Shatter gets both supports. Takagori gonna get found out. Danny's gonna get a lot of help on point from Demo. No, not enough as Super Ninja and Butt. And Zombs with the no! Nice eat from Buttweiser. Demo gets the trap kill. Butt with the pick by Kitty B again. Butt is on a roll here with the Sigma. It's gonna be just Zombs on point here. 20 seconds left for Zanshin Attackers to push this, and WeTheOpps with this close spawn. I mean they've been hard to beat.
I think with a strong tire from Demo, this is still a big possibility, especially with this tire coupled hopefully with that.
To stop it. Line's coming out as well, a little bit in the air. But Disco with the punch on Katie, the knockout. Som's able to get Dark Som again though. It's gonna be a tire coming out from Magic Man getting 2, and it's all they need. WeTheOpps are gonna take this 3-1. 2 insanely big holds, so close to losing this map, and not saying no, and not saying die. So they're gonna win this match because of it. They were so close here. I thought this was definitely it. 5 down, but I mean, just a testament to WeTheOpps. I mean, 5 people were dead, that close to losing this game, and able to get not just the close recontest, but to get that recontest and then so many more to win this match. Like it's insane to me.
Definitely a strong game from both teams here. I think it kind of just came down to ult management at the end of the day, unfortunately. And just, I think some of the defensive ults on the side of WeTheOpps sort of helped them in that situation.
What a game, though. What a game. A 3-1 victory for WeTheOpps.
So then that brings us to MVP discussion.
Gosh, the hardest part.
Um, just kind of got to wait to hear from the teams on who they want to nominate here, but we can start talking about some people in the meantime. Do you want to take the lead on that one?
Um, sure, boss. Um, I think on the side of WeTheOpps, there are, I mean, you can make cases for just about anyone. Um, you know, Budweiser again with the Ryan and the Sig, doing so much work, playing so aggressively, but that seems to be their style. He does so much, but he's not able to do that much as he wants to without Super Ninja, obviously, on the off tank and Disco and Skill and Deca. I think picking a support nom MVP on the side of WeTheOpps is gonna be tough. But if I'd have put my clear answer on anyone, it's probably Disco 1. That plays superb. Not just with the healing and the windows, but like we saw, offensively playing so well, hitting so many shots. That weird spot, that clutch on King's Row that they were able to knock down, just insane, just insane to me.
Yeah, I think we saw a really good job from Deca, from Disc, from Mystic Angel, KDB, Killer. I think Katie and Killer on the side of ZT would be up for contention, but it's really hard not to go with Disc. We saw the Mercy pocketing. We saw the Ana there at the end. I think on map 1, I want to say, we saw a little bit of Lucio play, but they switched off quickly. It's position. It's always about positioning. It's about who do you pocket in what moments. I would have to go with Disc for the support MVP. What we have on the side of nominations right now from WeTheOpps is Zoms and Demo, so both DPS on the side of ZT. And ZT have decided to nominate Doxom and Disc, so I think that kind of wraps up the support grab for Disc, in my opinion. Where I am going to tell you I'm going to get controversial here. I completely agree with WeTheOpps for nominating the DPS on ZT. I think Magic Man and I think Dark did a great job. It's really hard not to kind of count them into this sort of conversation. But I think all night, at a variety of times, both Demo and both Zoms went uncontested.
Yeah.
I'm personally going to throw my hat in the ring for Zoms because we saw on Nepal the Farah was uncontested. We've seen a lot of Farah. We saw a lot of Junkrat play. We saw the Widow, but at the same time, it's really hard not to talk about also the Junkrat play from Demo, the McCree High Noons from Demo, because I think that was the Flux High Noon that we saw. So I am stuck on both of those and on going either way for them.
I would say it's pretty close. I would like to shout out Magic Man. I think Magic Man did a really good job, as well, especially those last couple maps. But I would also lean towards Zoms. It seems like Zoms was doing, like you said, uncontested, doing pretty much whatever they wanted for a lot of the game. A lot of resources were put in elsewhere. But I still think Zoms made, especially the most of their ults, count. A lot of impact. So I would agree with Zoms as well.
So this is where I get controversial for the tank play. I'm very much of the mindset now that we have these new MVP rules and all of this. I don't go for just the winner of the teams. I think Butt and I think Super did an amazing job. For me, if I had to pick one of the two of them, it would be Buttweiser. It's really hard not to throw my vote behind Daddy Need You right now. I think he was completely on par with Buttweiser. The two of them just blocked each other's shatters all night long, and they made incredible space for both teams. They blocked other ults. They had amazing fire strikes. The one thing that I think edges Daddy out over Butt was the charges. I think there were a couple of times that we saw Buttweiser sort of charging and mischarges and or charge into payload or charge into corners in situations. And Daddies were a little bit more focused and a little more on point and precise. So for me, I would go with Daddy Need You.
Yeah, when I think it's tough because I mean you can make such an impact on playing a certain amount of maps, but to me, I think being an anchor for all four maps in a game is I think deserves considerable um, like a considerable amount of consideration. A considerable amount of consideration, yeah, that makes sense. A lot of consideration, and I think playing like I think Daddy was the only tank who played all four maps. I think Super Ninja might have been the only one, but being such a force on the Rhine and the Ursa, I think puts him over. Also, I think
The golden on Hanamura to
so
stop the pin. Yeah, like you just pointed out, the golden on the Hanamura to stop the pin on Zoms kind of helped them keep that point and keep that contention going.
yeah, it'll get us flack, but I think it's tough. I think you can give it to either or. It is hard. This is the hardest part of the whole job. Not the casting or the camera work or the comms. I think the MVP is tough to do.
I think both are deserving of it. I'm not afraid of the controversy of the flack or anything like that. I'm
Well,
very
you
I
heard it here,
simply
folks.
I simply call it as I see it. For me, for
That ain't
tonight,
me.
I just think, in my opinion, the consistency we saw from Daddy and the Reinhardt play. I think Butt's an amazing Ryan. I think he's incredible. I really do think he brings a lot to WeTheOpps, especially because they've lost two main tanks kind of in a row now. So I think he's fitting in very well and obviously could be deserving of the MVP too. But if I'm going to put my support behind somebody, it's going to be Daddy.
You're the boss, and I agree with both points you made. I think all the tanks played well tonight, but I definitely don't mind giving it to him. But he played very, very well.
All right, guys. So you heard it. So MVPs will be going tonight to Daddy, to Zoms, and to Disc for support. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Next game will be on. We have two games going on Thursday. I think it's at 7 and 7:30 CST. I don't know 100% who's playing. I'm gonna try and pull that up and
I'll be
triple check
playing.
it.
Valhalla versus Tater is the 7:30 game.
That's one of the games. And just tune in and watch Overwatch announcements for the other game, and we will see you guys there. Have a good night, chat.